There comes a time in every empowered life when the word no becomes an act of love. Love for yourself, for your peace, and for your purpose. Today, we're exploring something that may feel uncomfortable, but is absolutely necessary: the art of saying no and setting boundaries. Many of us were raised to believe that kindness means always saying yes. Yes to extra work, yes to family requests, yes to every social invitation, every favor, every expectation. But here's what happens. Every time we say yes when our spirit whispers no, we move one step farther away from the life we truly want. Let me be clear about something. Saying no isn't rejection, it's redirection. It's the quiet moment when you choose alignment over approval. And that choice, though small, changes everything. Think for a moment about how much energy we spend trying to please others. We answer calls when we need silence. We attend events we don't enjoy. We take on responsibilities that drain us. And when the day ends, we wonder why we feel tired, resentful, or lost. The truth is simple. Boundaries protect what we value most. If your peace matters, it deserves a boundary. If your time matters, it deserves a boundary. If your mental health matters, it deserves a boundary. So let's start with this question. What do you need right now that you're afraid to say out loud? Maybe it's rest. Maybe it's time alone. Maybe it's respect. Whatever it is, it begins with one honest word: no. Here's what I want you to understand. No is not a wall. It's a door that opens to freedom. When you say no to what drains you, you're saying yes to what fills you. You're saying yes to creativity, yes to healing, yes to joy. Now, let's talk about guilt, because guilt is what often stands between knowing your limits and expressing them. Guilt tells you you're selfish. It says people will be disappointed or angry. But guilt is simply the echo of old conditioning, voices that taught you to earn love instead of receive it freely. When you begin to honor your boundaries, you'll notice something powerful. The people who truly value you will adjust. They might be surprised at first, but genuine relationships grow stronger when built on honesty, not obligation. And those who only valued your compliance, they may drift away. And that's okay. Their absence makes room for people who respect your truth. Let's imagine this together. You wake up tomorrow and decide to live with intention. Before saying yes to anything, you pause and ask, does this serve my peace, my growth, or my purpose? If the answer is no, you respond gracefully but firmly. I appreciate the offer, but I have to pass this time. Or, I'd love to help, but I'm already committed. Notice how that feels. Clear, calm, grounded. You don't owe anyone an essay or apology for protecting your peace. Boundaries don't need justification to be valid. They are a form of emotional self-care. Let's shift perspective for a moment. Imagine your life as a beautiful garden. Every yes you say is a seed you plant. If you keep planting without pruning, weeds will overtake the flowers. Saying no is pruning. It makes room for sunlight to reach what truly matters. That project you've been dreaming about, it needs your time. That moment of stillness before sunrise, it needs your attention. That conversation with your soul, it needs your presence. You cannot pour into others from an empty cup. Boundaries refill the cup. Here's a gentle truth. People teach us how to treat them based on what we tolerate. When you repeatedly say yes to things that hurt or exhaust you, you teach others that your limits are flexible. But when you honor your boundaries with consistency, you teach others that your peace is non-negotiable. Consistency is key. If you say no once but cave the next time, people learn to wait out your weakness. But when you hold steady with kindness and respect, you redefine what's acceptable in your world. There's another layer to this conversation. Boundaries aren't just for others, they're also for you. How many times have you broken promises to yourself? I'll rest early tonight. I won't check my phone during my quiet time. I'll stop overthinking. Self-boundaries are sacred. When you honor them, you rebuild trust with yourself. And self-trust is the foundation of confidence. Let me walk you through 3 simple practices to strengthen your boundaries. First, clarity. You can't defend what you haven't defined. Write down the top 3 areas of your life where you feel drained, whether that's work, family, social commitments, or even online spaces. Ask yourself, what is the boundary I need here? Second, communication. Be direct but compassionate. Boundaries aren't confrontations, they're conversations. You can express a no with grace. I'm grateful you thought of me, but that doesn't fit my schedule. Or, I care about you, and I also need time to recharge. Third, consequence. If a boundary is crossed, respond, don't react. Calmly restate the limit and step back. People may test you once or twice, but consistent action speaks louder than words. Let's pause for a reflective moment. Think about a time you said yes and regretted it. What did it cost you? Time? Peace? Self-respect? Now imagine how it would feel if you had said no instead. Can you sense the lightness, the freedom, the strength? That's the power of boundaries. As you grow in this practice, you'll begin to notice a deeper transformation. You'll become more selective, not out of arrogance, but out of awareness. You'll realize that every no creates space for your best yes. Saying no isn't about control. It's about choice. It's the art of living intentionally rather than reactively. People who live without boundaries often describe life as chaotic, always reacting, always tired, always behind. But people who live with boundaries describe life as peaceful, focused, and free. Which one do you want to be? It takes courage to choose peace. It takes practice to protect it. And it takes grace to walk away from things that no longer serve your growth. Here's a truth worth remembering. The more you respect your boundaries, the less approval you'll seek, because boundaries build self-respect, and self-respect silences the need for external validation. You'll stop explaining yourself. You'll stop chasing closure. You'll simply rest in the quiet knowing that your no is sacred. Let me share an affirmation you can whisper whenever guilt creeps in. My peace is my responsibility. My time is valuable. My boundaries are acts of love. Repeat that until it becomes part of your identity. And now, a gentle reminder. You are not responsible for how others feel about your boundaries. You are responsible for communicating them with kindness and consistency. What people choose to do with that information is their lesson, not yours. Your growth may make others uncomfortable, but growth always does. Keep choosing peace. Keep choosing purpose. If you've been living without boundaries, start small. Say no to one thing today that doesn't serve you. Then tomorrow, say no to another. Over time, you'll notice that your life begins to align more closely with what you value most.
Boundaries are like muscles. They grow stronger with use. And soon, no will roll off your tongue with the same grace as yes, because both will come from a place of truth. Now, here's a challenge for you. For the next 7 days, practice one act of empowered no. No to overcommitting. No to gossip. No to anything that disturbs your peace. Then replace that no with the yes that nourishes you. Yes to rest. Yes to purpose. Yes to joy. That's how empowered living begins. One honest no at a time. Remember this. Boundaries don't push people away. They bring the right people closer. Because when you honor your truth, you attract others who honor it too.